To model critical thinking for my students, I would do a think aloud and show them how I go about analyzing a text. And the text I'll use is Thank You Man by Langston Hughes. So to start off, I would have this projected onto a screen, nice and big so students can see, and then I would also do the reading out loud the first time for any students who still had trouble seeing so that they could keep along with the story. And then after I read through it one time, I would go over my assumptions. And so after reading one time, my assumptions based on the story is that the boy who's trying to steal the purse is most likely broke. He doesn't have very much weight on him. Probably pretty skinny. The woman, she seems to be hardworking. Before going over the text again, I'll tell that when I go back through to analyze, I'm going to be looking to double check the moral of the story, what the lady's trying to teach the boy. Is the boy going to steal again? So does he take these lessons in? And is there any clues as to why the lady is taking him in and feeding him and doing all this nice stuff for him? I would also assume that the lady has been down on her luck before, and that's why she takes this kid in and treats him to a meal, gives him the $10 at the end. She's trying to teach the kid a lesson, just like Langston Hughes is trying to teach a lesson. I think the lesson she wants to teach the kid is that these material items aren't worth going about stealing, and that you can get much more done by doing things the right ways and just talking to people and presenting yourself a certain way. And then to back up my claims, what I think, I would go through into the text. And so based upon the description that he uses, that he describes her as a large woman with a large purse that had everything but a hammer and nails, means that the boy thought the purse was pretty heavy. And then the reason why I think he's pretty small in stature is that he mentions in the text, the boy's weight and the weight of the purse caused him to lose balance. So if he was a stronger person, he would have been able to just take the purse and take off running. And also the fact that the woman kind of manhandles him. She forces him to pick up the pocketbook. The boy's quick to lie when she asks why is he trying to steal. Something easy. She asks if he'd run. He lies again. She already knew the answer. Here's another clue to think of why she helps this boy. In the point of keeping up your appearances is that she mentioned that his face is dirty and she wants to wash it for him and ask him about his home life. It's in this right here. So from that, she recognizes instantly that this boy is probably down on his luck. And then here it backs up the claim that he's not very big. He's about 14 or 15, frail, willow wild, tennis shoes, blue jeans. So nothing about what's described shows this kid that he has any money. Let's see. The lady thinks that she could teach him right from wrong. asks him if he's hungry. So this is backing up part of the reason why I think she takes him in, just to give him not just a warm meal, but give him a little life lesson about things. Let's see. The woman lives in an apartment based upon this description here, that there's other roomers there. You can hear laughing. And the boy doesn't steal here because he's already been caught, and I think he recognizes that this lady's not gonna do any harm to her, and he asks here to make sure you're gonna take me to jail. No, with that face, I would not take you anywhere. That's another case of pointing out appearances. And then she says, "Well, eat. I believe you're hungry. You've been hungry. So why are you trying to snatch the pocketbook?" The boy says, "I wanted a pair of blue suede shoes." And then here's where I think the lesson comes soon after, which I think is the point of the story. Well, she says, "You didn't have to snatch my pocketbook to get some suede shoes. You could have asked me." It's like a weird thing, because you wouldn't ask a random person. She mentioned she was young once and wanted things she couldn't get. She didn't say but afterwards. She mentioned, "You thought I was gonna say but, didn't you?" Thought I was gonna say I didn't snatch people's pocketbooks. This is her trying to open up and relate to the kid. Let him know that, other people go through what he's gone through, without shaming him for trying to steal the pocketbooks. It's a better way to connect to the boy. She mentions that she's done things that she wouldn't tell him or God, although God already knows. And because of her kindness, the boy doesn't run because he doesn't want to be mistrusted, and there's the chance of the free meal. I think here he has to go to the store. I think he's just trying to get out of there. She makes him a nice meal. Let's see. Here it mentions that she didn't ask the boy anything about where he lives. She don't want to embarrass him. She want to make him comfortable in the situation. There's another way to relate to him, not make him feel uncomfortable. So it's easier to get the point across when you're nice. I think that's another thing, is that you can get another point of this story is you can get things done better by going about it the right way than going about it the wrong way. And there's a line here. Let me find it. Oh, right here. Where she gives him the $10, tells him to buy himself the suede shoes, and don't make the mistake of stealing again, because shoes come by devilish like that will burn your feet. And I think she gives him the $10 as a way to show him that with the $10, he'll most likely, it's my assumption, that he'll most likely go out and buy the shoes and realize that these shoes aren't all it's cracked up to be. They're not going to fulfill him in the way he thinks it is. It's not going to fix his home situation. It's not going to fix, him being hungry or anything, or him being cooler in school, or whatever reasons he wants the shoes for. But most likely he wants the shoes because they're the cool thing to have at the moment. It's going to make him fit in more. She didn't tell him about her job. She's just a hairstylist. She works in a hotel beauty shop. Something anybody can do. Go out there. I think she also washes him up to make him see how he looks presentable, and that's how he's gonna need to look to get by in life. Because you act the way you look. Let's see. And then I also would say this. And when she says they come by depths that'll burn your feet, she's not, I don't think she's, well, they could cause actual pain, but I don't think she's talking about that. I think she's talking about that there's really no point for the shoes. They're not going to do anything helpful, and by doing things like that, they're going to end up getting you caught for something. You're going to end up in jail, or something worse is going to happen. And she backs that up by saying he would behave himself. The boy's grateful for the meal. He won't say anything else other than thank you, but thought he can get out. And she closes the door behind him. Right as he says thank you. Her point was made. So after looking at the story and highlighting those, the moral is going to be that what's right and wrong are better delivered in an environment of kindness. That's why she took him in, fed him, taught him a little life lesson, gave him some money so he can get the shoes that he wanted, because that's also going to teach him that those material things aren't going to bring him what he wants. And he's going to look back at this more fondly and take more of this lesson in because she was nice, rather than calling the police and getting him caught up in a system that frankly is not going to help him, not going to teach him very much. And after reading the story, I also think that the boy is most likely not going to steal again. I think he catches this lesson based on the fact that he wants to say more than thank you at the end, and that's all he can get. She's made an impact on his life. And then going back to all these things about, we know that Langston Hughes is a black writer, and so I think the many times that he brings up appearance is him talking about the way people see you will change the way they act towards you. And that's why she wouldn't take him out looking like that, because she needed to look presentable. She don't want people judging you based on your looks. It's going to change the way they treat you.